Alright, I'm going to be going over the kidney. The kidney is an important organ because it helps to filter waste from the blood and also helps with the production of urine to help carry that waste outside of the body. The kidney has a protective layer that wraps all the way around it. You can kind of see it here. It's called the capsule. It's this thin layer that I'm kind of moving and lifting up with the probe. That's the capsule. The kidney has a region where all of the blood vessels and the ureter and nerves all come together. This whole region that is inside of my probe is circling around. That is called the hilus. And we're going to open up the kidney. We're going to use this kidney. We're going to open it up. So, on the inside of the kidney, this layer called the renal cortex goes all the way around kind of this outer portion of the kidney. That's the renal cortex. Continuous with the renal cortex, you have these little dark areas that kind of dive into the kidney, which are called renal columns. Okay, you'll notice that there's the renal columns, but there's also these kind of lighter colored areas of the kidney. All of those are called renal pyramids. You can see them over here as well. You can kind of see they sort of have a triangular pyramid shape to them. Alright, and then at the very tips of the renal pyramids, we have what are called the papilla. So this is the tip of all the renal pyramids are a papilla. Okay. So now I'm going to go over some of the structures associated with how urine exits the kidney. So I'm gonna use this bigger kidney right here. Okay. So again, we have these papilla right here at the tip of the renal pyramid. So coming from the papilla, there's this little structure, this little I guess you could say tube called the minor calyx, and you have multiple minor calyces. Anything that comes directly from a papilla is called a minor calyx. So urine will go through the minor calyx, and then when two minor calyces come together, they'll form what's called a major calyx. So this is all major calyx. This is a different major calyx over here. Okay, and so we see when the major calyces come together, they form this little region where my probe is touching, which is called the renal pelvis. So that's where, when the major calyces come together, you have the renal pelvis. You can also see the renal pelvis if I close the kidney. You can see it right here. And then urine will go through the renal pelvis, and then it'll become the ureter. Sorry, right here, this is the ureter. And then the ureter is what carries urine down to the bladder for it to exit the body.